everyone. Good evening and welcome to tonight's Heart of America Athletic Conference men's basketball broadcast. This is Rachel Moore, Assistant AD, Director of Athletic Communications here at Central, bringing you the action, filling in for the one and only Quentin Wildcat Norris and Mr. Charlie Brown. If you guys are both watching at home, hope you're doing well. Miss having you guys on the call here and getting to talk after the games, but I know I will see you guys again very, very soon. So everyone else watching, this is Rachel Moore, Assistant AD, Director of Athletic Communications. Appreciate you joining us on tonight's broadcast. This is Central Methodist men's basketball against the Benedictine College Ravens out of Atchison, Kansas. This is the second game of our doubleheader, as the CMU women came away with a 92-52 victory over Benedictine to improve to 20-0 and 14-0 in the conference. The CMU men entered tonight's matchup with a 10-9 overall record, a 7-6 mark in conference action. Benedictine right there with them, 11-9 overall, 9-5 in conference play. So looking to get a game up on the other in a crucial matchup as we get closer to postseason times. CMU struggled a little bit, went on a little bit of a rough stretch there. But has rebounded nicely with a couple of wins. A really solid win against Mid-America Nazarene University. That was on alumni night back on Thursday, January 19th. They won 84-67. And traditionally, the MNU men, very tough to beat. Usually, especially a very good road team. But CMU came away with a 17-point victory and really played well in that game. And then they earned a solid win over Baker University, which is kind of a surprise in the conference. Ended up earning a 93-82 road victory over the Wildcats, so they're looking to make it 3 in a row against Benedictine College. We'll see if they can do it tonight. Looking at your starters really quick before we get going. For Benedictine College, at guard, a 6-foot freshman out of Overland Park, Kansas, number 0, Sam Ungashik. And another guard, junior, 6'2" out of Kansas City, Missouri, number 2, Ahmad Lewis. And at forward, a 6'6" senior out of Omaha, Nebraska, number 15, Jade Timmy. And a 6'1" junior guard out of Andover, Kansas, number 21, Braden Belt. And rounding out the starting five for Benedictine College, a 6'6" senior forward out of Liberty, Missouri, number 32, Tyson Cathy. So those are your starters for Benedictine College as we look over to the the CMU men. For CMU, reigning Hart Player of the Week, Everett Stubberfield, a 5'11" sophomore guard out of Chicago, Illinois. A transfer from Lakeland Community College. A graduate student, 6'6", 185-pound guard out of Detroit, Michigan, and a transfer from Eastern New Mexico University, number 5, James Jordan. Junior 6'5" guard, 190 pounds, out of Belleville, Illinois, number 11, Isaiah May. A 6'5" senior forward out of Kansas City, Missouri, number 15, Keenan Reeves. Transfer from Southern Wesleyan. And rounding out CMU's starting five, Jaquan Morris, a 6'4" senior guard, 180 pounds, from Peoria, Illinois. He is number 20. Eagles are led by head coach Matt Sherman. He's assisted by Forrest Hicks, Brian Adams, and Fodi Kamara. And then for Benedictine men, miss their coaches, I'll come back and grab them. Ryan Moody, head coach. John Pierce, the associate head coach. And Nate Shadoin is the graduate assistant coach. So what I'm going to do, I gave you guys starting lineups. I'm going to let our PA guy take it away here, and I'll let you guys watch the action on the screen. And Jay Sean's going to pull up some starting graphics for you guys so you can see. So I'm going to put this down so you guys can see. So we'll let that happen, and then I'll be right back here in just a few minutes as we get tip-off started. All right. Thank you to Miss Gary Linhart for getting things rolling for us. As we get things rolling, CMU is going to be going from right to left on your screen in this first half. Benedictine going from left to right. CMU in the gray uniforms with the white trim. Benedictine with the black uniforms and the red trim for the numbers. And that tip won by CMU and Reeves, and Stubblefield is going to get us started. Over to May, Jordan, Reeves, Jaquan Morris with a long three, rebounded by Timmy and Benedictine. Kathy. Long three from Benedictine in the corner, rebounded by May. And Jordan's going to go up with it quickly. Jordan over to Morris. Morris to Reeves. Reeves back to Stubblefield. And Central's going to reset. Everett Stubblefield. Jordan, Stubblefield from downtown. Got it. Stubblefield, reigning Hart Player of the Week. He dropped 34 at Baker this past Saturday. Had a great day. I think Isaiah May also had 26, so he would have been running for Hart Player of the Week. His teammate not gone off, but two great performances from those two. Lewis for a long two. Rebounded by Belt. Lewis with it again. Over to Timmy. Guarded by May. Ngushik. And three from Benedictine. Didn't draw iron on that one. Reeves comes away with it. He sends it over to Jordan. Jaquan over to Reeves. Stubblefield. Sets it up. Thought about doing a three, but thought better. He sends it to Morris. Nice pass from Reeves, and Reeves is going to slam it home for the easy dunk. CMU lead 5-0 here in the first 2 minutes. Timmy with three. Jordan with another rebound. Jordan to Reeves. Reeves for three. Rims in and out. And Ungashik brings it up. Timmy back to Ungashik. Over to Kathy. It's Tyson Kathy with it. Reeves. Jaquan Morris trying to give him fits. And we'll see if they get away with it. And they do. James Jordan comes up with it. We'll see if he goes for the two. He does. I think he's going to draw a foul, and I think that's going to be on number 2, Ahmad Lewis. And misses the first of two. See, James Jordan, almost an 80% free throw shooter. He got the second. And CMU leads 6-0 now. 17:25 remaining here. And we're going to double check something here. I'm not sure if there's a... I think they're going to get a different basketball. For whatever reason, that one either didn't have the bounce to it, or I don't know what was going on, but about 2.5 minutes in, they said that ball's not going to work. So Fodi Kamara, the graduate assistant over there, swaps one out for our head official, and we're going to start again. So Ungashik is going to bring it up. To me with the screen. Ungashik back to me. Belt over to Kathy. Kathy on Reeves. Lewis on the back. He's got Morris guarding him. Good defense by Morris. Double teamed and turnover. Reeves to Morris now. Reeves contested in there by Timmy. No good though, and it's going to go the other way. Benedictine still searching for their first basket. See if Timmy can get him from 3, and he does. Jaden Timmy gives Benedictine their first points of the evening, and it's 6-3 CMU. James Jordan over to Stubblefield. Stubblefield back to Jordan. Jordan thought about a 3. He's going to do a little step back 3, and that's a long 2, so almost a 3, but he had a toe on the line, so a long 2. And CMU's lead grows to 8-3. And Benedictine's going to have their first sub of the game here in a minute. Luis over to me, I think that was blocked. Central's going to come away with it the other way, and Stubblefield looking to run, but 1-on-5 usually isn't a good idea, and he dribbles it back out, and they're going to reset. Head coach Matt Sherman's calling out the play. Matt Sherman in his first year as head coach. He is an associate head coach for 7 years before taking over for his dad, Jeff Sherman. Jaquan Morris with the long 3, no good, and Ungashik's going to come away with it. Ungashik dribbles down into some trouble. Kathy over to Timmy. Lewis. Loose ball there, but Timmy comes away with it. Isaiah May on Timmy. Timmy backs him down in the lane. Little right-handed layup on the left side, and he's going to get the and 1. I think that's going to go on, I think it's going to be Isaiah May. We'll have to see. It is. That's his first personal foul. It's the first team foul of the game for CMU. And we'll have, excuse me, some substitutions for Benedictine. Number 23, Joel Odyssey. Number 1, Preston Reynolds. And we had one more. I'll see if I can find it for you guys. Braden Belt is also out there. As Timmy's going to go to the line and shoot. And Timmy rims off the front end. And the lead remains 8-5. Belt to Jaquan Morris. Over to Keenan Reeves. Keenan back to Morris. Morris to Jordan. Jordan, prolific scorer, can drop 20 a night, but Everett Stubblefield's going to take it this one from long range. No good. And Timmy with the rebound, and I think they're going to get Isaiah May with another foul. They do. That's going to be his second personal foul, second team foul. So two quick fouls from Isaiah May, and Charlie Bronikowski's going to make his way. Bronikowski is 6'6" sophomore forward out of Boonville, Missouri. He played at Boonville High School, which is not too far away from here. So mom and dad can make those trips. And almost a turnover from Benedictine. They come away with it, though. Ungashik over to Timmy. Belt. Ungashik. Timmy with the long 3 as the clock runs down. No good, though, and Morris with the rebound. Stubblefield back to Morris. Morris looking to score quickly. Knocks down, but no call there. We'll go the other way. Rebound by Timmy and Ungashik. 3 from Braden Belt. Nothing doing. And Morris comes away with another rebound. And good pass from Stubblefield to Bronikowski. Bronikowski back down To Jordan, they swing it around. Stubblefield with it now. Stubblefield. He's going to reset. We're going to have another substitution for Benedictine. Stubblefield. Little floater in the lane, nothing doing. He gets his own rebounds. See if he goes back up. He does. I think that got partially blocked. And Adise comes away with it. And Benedictine's looking to run. Timmy with it now. Ungashik. Ungashik back to Timmy. Belt with Jordan guarding him. Nice pass to Preston Reynolds, and then over to Undisi, and good passing sequence, good combination from Benedictine as they cut the lead to 8-7. So some quick stats for you guys if I can get myself pulled uphill really quick, as we've got a timeout. Of course, in the men's game, it's under 9, you get a immediate timeout. Jaden Timmy with 5 points, 3 rebounds. Adise, 2 points. And those will make up the first 7 of the night for Benedictine College. James Jordan for CMU's got 4. Everett Stubblefield 3. Keenan Reeves got 2, and that makes up the it should be 9. I've got 8 on the scoreboard. Let me double check. And I think they may have given a long 2. And they may have given that 2. There was a long 3 that I think they may have given as a 3, but it should have been a 2-point basket. So a little bit of discrepancy with the stats. I'm assuming what happened is our statistician gave that 3 as a 3-point basket when it was actually just a long 2. So we'll double check on that. But I've got 8-7 over here, and then my stats say 9-7. So we're missing we got a point somewhere. So we'll double check that, make sure they've got that in order. And our officials coming over and double checking with our scorebook, which is Miss Sarah Linhart, her husband. And it is 9-7, so they got that right on the scoreboard. So I'm just double checking. Always a concern. If everything goes wrong, at least you want the score to be right and the points. But we are back in action. So correct score is 9-7, 13:25 remaining, and CMU's going to come away with the ball. Stubblefield. And good defense by Ungashik. That's out of bounds, and that'll stay with CMU, though. Keenan Reeves on the inbound. Over to Stubblefield. Jordan. Morris. Over to Stubblefield. Jordan. Morris from long range, and he's going to get fouled, so he's going to get to go to the line for 3. And Morris is first of 3. Jaquana, senior guard out of Peoria, Illinois, misses the first. He's a transfer from Eastern New Mexico University, so he and fellow teammate James Jordan came here together. Jordan also a transfer from Eastern New Mexico. Second of 3 up for Morris. And had to do a little bit of dancing and bouncing on the rim, but he got that one. And Jaden McGrew, number 4, is going to make his debut in this game. Jaden, a 6'3" guard out of Garland, Texas. He was at Dodge City Community College before coming to CMU in 2020. Morris hits the third. He's 2 from 3 from the line, and our lead grows to 11-7, Central Methodist over Benedictine College. Ungashik brings it up as we are under 13 minutes left here in the first half. Anthony Hall enters the game. Ungashik drives on Trent Lyles. Luis. Ungashik again. Ungashik. And nice floating layup from Ungashik. And it's 11-9 now. Jaden McGrew comes off the bench, giving Stubblefield a break. Bronikowski with it up top. He sends it off to Jordan. McGrew looking for Bronikowski. They're going to swing it around the other way, I assume. Trent Lyles with it now. A little pass to McGrew. McGrew over to Reeves in the corner for 3. Got it. 14-9. CMU. Ungashik with it. Hall from 3. Can't answer the CMU 3, and Reeves comes away with it. And McGrew on the transition offense up to Jordan. McGrew's going to reset Reeves. Coach Sherman's going to call out a play. McGrew. Over to Lyles. High pass. Good job by Trent Lyles to come away with that. And Coach Moody thinks it's their ball, and it says, no, it's going to stay. No, they're going to give it to him. They're going to give it to Benedictine. So my mistake. Substitution in for Benedictine College. That's number 22, Jake Thompson. Jake is 6-foot senior guard out of Leawood, Kansas. Went to Rockhurst High School. Adise up to Luis. Luis on McGrew on Luis. Reynolds. And I think they're going to get a foul. They do. That'll be on Keenan Reeves. Keenan says, what did I do? And the official said, you committed a foul. So that's going to be his first foul of the evening. Third team foul for CMU. Reynolds into inbound. Over to Luis. Reynolds. Undase. Up to Lewis. James Jordan, good defense. Hall. Bad pass by Hall, though, and Reeves comes away with it for the steal, and Trent Lyles is going to bring it up the floor. So 14-9, CMU looking to extend their lead with just under 11 minutes to play here in the first half. Jordan. Bronikowski with the screen. Bronikowski with the long 3. We'll see if he gets it. Off the rim and no good. Preston Reynolds comes away with the rebound. He's going to bring that up the floor. Reynolds over to Hall. Hall to Thompson. Reynolds. Lewis. Lewis drives on McGrew. Kicks it out to Hall. Hall again with it. Tries to drive on Jordan. Good defense, though. And errant pass, though, and that'll be a CMU ball. And not quite at the media timeout yet, but 12 seconds away. We'll get a break here at the next dead ball. Marcus Anthony's going to make his debut in this game, as he's going to come in for Keenan Reeves, who's going to trot down the baseline there. Anthony up to McGrew on the inbounds, and McGrew's going to bring it up. Good defense there by Reynolds, causing some havoc. Marcus Anthony over to McGrew. Coach Sherman providing instructions, and we'll see what CMU runs. Benedictine looks like they're in a little bit of a zone defense. James Jordan from 3, no good. And that's going to be a rebound to Timmy. Timmy over to Reynolds. Reynolds looking for Kathy, nothing doing though, and Trent Lyles comes away with it. Trent Lyles to McGrew. McGrew back to Jordan up top. And Jordan with some fancy dribbling there, and they're going to get a foul, I think, on number to Ahmad Lewis. And that's going to be the media timeout here, as we are under 10 minutes. So let me give you guys some quick stats, as we've got about a minute break here. Keenan Reeves for Central Methodist leads the way with 5 points, 3 rebounds. James Jordan, 4 points. Everett Stubblefield, 3, and Jaquan Morris, 2. Jaden Timmy for Benedictine, 5 points, and then Ungashik, 2, as well as Undase with 2. So that's what's doing right now. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back. This is Central Methodist Athletics here on the Hart Conference Network. All right, guys, we're back. A shout out to Callie Henson for thinking some of my jokes were funny on the broadcast. I'm not sure if they were, but I appreciate you as always, Callie. Wish you were at the game tonight, but alas. Glad you're listening to the broadcast as we get things back underway. Jade McGrew going to drive in. Trent Lyles from 3 in the corner. Nothing doing. Bronikowski with the rebound. Marcus Anthony comes away with it, and I think they're going to give him the and one, and they do. So strong play by Marcus Anthony, a 6'2" sophomore guard, 185 down amongst the trees, getting the rebound and going back up with it. So he's going to get the and one. I think that's his first points of the evening, and they are. And that's the first foul for Tyson Cathy. And Ahmad Lewis goes to the bench. So Anthony looking for the 3 the old-fashioned way. Anthony up with it. Nothing doing. No good. And Timmy's going to come away with it. Ungashik. Over to Reynolds. Reynolds going against Bronikowski. Nothing doing but tip in by Cathy, and that's going to be a 2. The score is now 16-11. They ended up giving that point to Reynolds. I don't know if that was right, though. We'll see. I'll double check later. Lyles, a little step away jumper. Off the backboard, no good, and Ungashik's going to come away with it. Ungashik on Lyles. Fancy dribbling there. Ungashik over to Reynolds. Reynolds drives on Lyles. Jade McGrew goes up there and attempts to get the block. Nothing doing, though. Going the other way. Lyles over to Jordan. McGrew. Lyles. Marcus Anthony thought about it from 3, but said, I'd rather not. Bronikowski back to Lyles and McGrew. And we're going to have quite a few substitutions here at the next dead ball, especially for CMU. McGrew drives. Nothing doing. Rebound by Reynolds, and got a little tangled up there, but we go the other way. Cathy. And they dribble it around and send it to the corner. A long 3 from Benedictine, nothing doing, and we'll go the other way. McGrew with the rebound. Up to Jordan on the top of the key. Jordan gets stripped, though, by Reynolds. Reynolds up to Ungashik. Ungashik with the easy transition layup, and the lead is now 16-13. I think we're going to have a stoppage in play as head coach Matt Sherman's going to call a 30-second timeout. So we'll be right back. We're going to take a break. This is Central Methodist Athletics here on the Hart Conference Network. All right, everyone, we're back. Everett Stubblefield takes it up. Trent Lyles, Charlie Bronikowski, Keenan Reeves, and Jaquan Morris on the field on the court for CMU as Bronikowski with a 3. Doesn't draw iron there, and that's going to be a dead ball defensive rebound goal the other way. 16-13 at the 17-15 minute mark here. Benedictine from 3 in the corner. Got it, and we're tied at 16-16. So Central with a little bit of a hot start there. Came out with a 5-point lead and held Benedictine scoreless for the first couple minutes of the game. But Benedictine known to shoot threes pretty well, but we'll see if Keenan Reeves can answer, and he does. 19-16, and that's 8 now for Keenan Reeves. Kathy. Over to Timmy. Timmy. Up to Ungashik. Ungashik fakes out Stubblefield and gets the long 3, and we're tied again. So 3 straight threes. We'll see if Central Methodist can answer. Reeves. Over to Stubblefield. Now to Morris. Morris back to Stubblefield with Ungashik on him. Lyles drives in left-handed. And he'll pass off to Morris. Back to Stubblefield. Stubblefield. Over to Lyles. Lyles from corner 3. Nothing doing again. It's the second air ball I've seen tonight. Timmy with the rebound. And Benedictine again, corner 3. Charlie Bronikowski, good rebound though. CMU survives. Stubblefield almost coughed it up, but came away with it. It looks like Benedictine's in a man-to-man defense. They're going to provide some high pressure. The CMU looks good. Reeves over to Stubblefield. Stubblefield thinks about it, chucks up a 3, and that's another air ball. And Coach Sherman is not going to be happy with that, and I think we're going to have some substitutions that we do. James Jordan is going to come in. He's going to relieve Trent Lyles, and then first time this evening, Dole Majak. He's going to replace Bronikowski. Dole, he's a 6'10" junior center, 215-pounder out of Phoenix, Arizona. He's a transfer from Kentucky State, so you like that height if you're a CMU fan. Ungashik. Belt for 3. Nothing doing. And it's going to stay with Benedictine, though, off of CMU. Adise. And I think they're going to get a double dribble on that. And it's either that or an offensive push. It's an offensive push. That's going to be on number 15, Jaden Timmy. That's its foul and a turnover, so for all you stat gurus out there. And the offensive foul is also a turnover. Keenan Reeves up to Stubblefield. Stubblefield brings it up over to Morris. Majak with Stubblefield. Stubblefield to Morris. Morris back to Stubblefield. Almost coughs it up, but nothing doing there. Morris over to Reeves. Morris, long 3. Can't knock it down, and Adise comes away with it. 19-19 here. Low-scoring affair here as we're just 5 minutes away from the halftime break. Reynolds with it. Peyton Reynolds goes up amongst the trees, and high floater off the glass, and that sure was a pretty play, and good job by Reynolds to get that up over some of the taller CMU forwards down low. Hard to defend that. Morris gets tripped. We'll see what they call. They're going to say that's a CMU ball. Coach Moody does not agree. He's asking, what are you guys calling? What are you looking at? Reeves to Majak on the inbounds. Jordan looks for the quick inside to Reeves. Reeves, turn around, got it. 21-21, or even again, Reeves is 10 points in this first half. CMU's leading scorer, leads all scorers. Reynolds over to Timmy. Undase and Majak battling, and I think they're going to get Dole Majak on the foul. They do. I'm going to get him on a push, and that's his first personal foul. 15 foul, I believe. And I think we're going to have a double technical. Not sure what happened there. May have been a double tech, but I didn't see anything announced on the PA, so we'll just keep going with what we're doing. Majak with the block, though. Back out to Ungashik, though. And that's why you like that 6'10" height. Ungashik back in, looking for Majak. Majak wanted another block, didn't get it, though. And good job by Ungashik. He's had some balls that he had to get amongst the trees there to get to the hole, but Stubblefield over to Majak. Jordan for three. Got it. Ungashik. Timmy. And again, they're just going right at Dole Majak. I think if they want to get him in foul troubles, they can get him off the floor because they can. They sense some problems with him. And Timmy sinks the first. And we're tied at 24-24. Timmy up to 6 points now. Timmy looking to go 2 from 2 from the line. Nothing. Off the front of the rim. Everett Stubblefield. Up to Keenan Reeves. Jordan. Up to Morris. Morris over to Jordan. Stubblefield. Majak on the screen. Stubblefield with a 15-foot floater. Jaquan Morris was there for the rebound. Tipped out to Reeves. Reeves gets it out. Swings it to Jordan. Jordan. Elbow jumper. Rebounded by Braden Belt. And Ungashik's going to come up away with it. Belt drives in. Saw some jersey pull in there. We'll see who they give this foul to. And yeah, it's a Dole Majak again. So Benedictine smart. They said, oh, you're 6'10". We're going to try to get you to draw as many fouls as possible. And with that, he's going to take a seat, and Charlie Bronikowski's coming back in. CMU missing that big inside presence from Thomas Sawulu. Thomas battling a knee injury. So they sure miss having him on the floor. Belt on the 1-and-1 doesn't do much. And CMU's going to come away with it. James Jordan. Over to Reeves. Reeves to Stubblefield. Stubblefield. Reeves swings it to Jordan. It's going to be a 3. Rebounded, though, by Timmy, and Ungashik is going to bring it up. Dishes it off to Reynolds. Looking to run the floor. And the and one from Joel and Dise. And they'll count that basket, and that's going to be foul on number 3, Everett Stubblefield. And he's going to have a chance for a three-point play the old-fashioned way. So Joel Udisi. Stubblefield. Benedictine now holds a 26-24 lead. Jordan was looking for Reeves on that play. I think they were looking for an alley-oop, but that didn't work, so we'll go the other way. And another and one. I think that's going to be Timmy again. And we'll have another foul. It's going to be 15, Keenan Reeves. That's his first foul of the day. And lead for Benedictine grows to 28-24. So good couple sequences for Jade and Timmy. Timmy looking to complete the three-point play. Puts it up. And doesn't get the lucky bounce. Reeves comes away with it. Dishes it off to Stubblefield. Stubblefield over to Jaquan Morris. Morris to Jordan. Jordan up to Jordan with the... Man, he's going to draw a foul, and he'll have a chance to go to the line, and that's going to be a foul on number 21, Braden Belt. That's his second personal foul. 17th foul for Benedictine, so James Jordan makes the first of two. And Jake Thompson enters the game. Thompson, a 6-foot senior guard out of Leawood, Kansas. And Jordan looking to make the second of two. Sends it up. Left-hander, no good. And Hunter Schneider was there on the rebound for Benedictine. Went out of bounds, but say goes off of CMU, so we'll go the other way. No, just under a minute left here. Benedictine looking to push their lead. They currently are up 28-25. Steal, though, we'll see if Morris has it, and he does. A good play by Morris with the steal and the quick transition layup. And CMU's played it right. They'll get the last shot at the basket if they can play some good defense here in the closing moments of this first half. Reynolds. James Jordan guarding him. And we'll get a charge. Good defense there by James Jordan to draw the charge. And that foul on number 1, Preston Reynolds, that's his second foul. And with 25 seconds, shot clock is off. CMU will have a chance to take the lead here with a 2 or 3. See if they can either do that or draw a foul and see if they can go to line. See what they call. Stubblefield hands off to Jordan. Jordan up to Jaquan Morris. Morris looking for the alley-oop. Nothing doing, though. He's going to drive. Takes a bit of a wild shot. Rebounded by Benedictine College. Timmy sends one off. Nothing doing there, and that's just how that half is going to end. So CMU trails Benedictine College 28-27. I'm going to give you guys some quick stats here before we go to break. Again, I don't know, my stats say 29-26, so I know that's incorrect, so I must have a wrong bucket somewhere, so we'll double-check what's going on there. But Keenan Reeves, 12 points for CMU to lead the way. James Jordan, 8 points. Jaquan Morris, 4. Everett Stubblefield, 3 points. And for Benedictine College, Sam Ungashik has 9. Jaden Timmy has 6. Joel Adise has 4. And Braden Belt, 3. Looking at some team stats for you guys. Field goal percentage, Benedictine shot 44% from the floor, and compared to CMU's 10 of 31 for 32.3%. Benedictine knocked down 3 3-point baskets, so they are 3 of 12 for 25%. CMU 5 of 17, got hot early, but went a little cold there in the latter stages of the first half and just finished with 29.4%. But they shot a lot of threes. Damage is done from kind of the free throw line. Both teams not shooting well. CMU only 4 of 9 for 44.4%. Benedictine College 1 of 5 for 25%. Benedictine's committed 8 turnovers, and CMU's got 5 steals, but just haven't been able to convert on some of those. So points in the paint have really done Benedictine some good. They've got 16 compared to just 8 for CMU. So that's kind of the story of that first half. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a break. We got about 13 minutes left here until the resumption of the game and second half action. We appreciate you guys listening and staying on with us. Once again, this is Central Methodist Athletics. You're listening to CMU Basketball here on the Hart Conference Network. All right, everyone, we are back with second half action. Benedictine leads Central Methodist 28-27. They're going from right to left on your screen now. As Benedictine with a long two, no good though, and rebounded by James Jordan. Reeves over to Stubblefield. Stubblefield to Jaquan Morris. Morris up to Isaiah May. Back to Jordan. Jordan to Keenan Reeves. Isaiah May. Good defense by Maud Lewis. It's going to be out. It'll stay with CMU, though. Stubblefield with Ungashik guarding him. Stubblefield with the fancy jumper. Good putback, though, by, I think that's Keenan Reeves, and that's going to be his 12th point of the evening. His 11th and 12th. And CMU now leads 29-28. Ungashik. And we're going to get an offensive foul. I think that's going to be on number 32, Tyson Cathy. Had a push-off, says the official, so that's offensive foul. It's an offensive foul and a turnover, so CMU is going to come away with it. Stubblefield over to Jordan. Jordan drives on Lewis. Keenan Reeves. Back out to Jordan. Jordan. Reeves had to go back for that pass. He goes up for the contested layup, and he gets it. Quite a night for Keenan Reeves. 14 points, and he's got the first two buckets of the second half for CMU. Ungashik over to Cathy up top. Braden Belt. Ahmad Lewis. Lewis. To me with the contested layup. No good, though. Brought down by May. And we'll go the other way. Reeves over to Stubblefield. Stubblefield brings it out up top. Dishes off to May, and they'll go around to the corner to Jaquan Morris. He drives baseline, looking for James Jordan. Quick pass to Stubblefield. Back to Isaiah May now for three. Nothing doing, though, and ball bounces around. Good pass from Morris on the rebound to Isaiah May. And CMU is on a 6-0 run here to start the first 2.5 minutes of this second half. That's what Coach Sherman likes to see, I know. Long three from Benedictine and Braden Belt, no good, though. And James Jordan drives the floor. And that scuffle down, looking for that ball. Still no one's got it. Benedictine, I think, is finally going to come away with it. Nope, I lied. That's going to be Everett Stubblefield up to Morris again. And Morris is going to draw a foul. And I think that's going to be on, number 15, Jaden Timmy. That's his second foul of the game. Second team foul of the half. Jaquan Morris, first of two, makes the first. Morris looking to go 2 for 2 from the line. And got it. So CMU trailing 27-28 to start this, has jumped out to a 7-point lead, scoring the first 8 points of this second half. And they lead 35-28. Benedictine still looking for its first bucket. Tough pass by Ahmad Lewis. He was looking for Timmy down in the block, but nothing doing. And that's going to go back to CMU. Coach Moody's going to make a change. Adise comes in for Tyson Cathy. His first substitution of the second half. And Stubblefield brings it up. Morris with it. Over to Isaiah May. Isaiah May to Stubblefield. Stubblefield drives, kicks it out to Morris up top. Morris short off the rim. A long rebound, though. And CMU's going to maintain possession. Reeves. Isaiah May. Thought about a three. Said, nope, actually I'd rather not. Over to Reeves. Shot clock at 5. Isaiah May from downtown. Long rebound again. We'll see if he gets it. And nope, they're going to say rebound for Benedictine, and that's going to be the third foul for Isaiah May. So he's got 3. Isaiah, junior guard, 6'5", 190 out of Belleville, Illinois. The sharpshooter and can also rebound, so that's a good combination that you want. Ungashik over to Time. Time, and Benedictine's got it. First points of the second half for Benedictine as Central holds them to almost 4 full minutes of scoreless basketball, and the lead for CMU is now 35-31. Everett Stubblefield from the corner for 3 to answer, and he's got it. And Stubblefield with 6 points here. And I remember where Stubblefield had quite a game at MNU in early November, and their SID texted me and said, Rachel, Stubblefield is going to be a problem. And I said, yes, he is. And he certainly is. He's had some great nights. Reigning Hart, Offensive Player of the Week. Six points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Can do it from all over the floor. Both of his buckets coming from long range. So timeout. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. You're watching Central Methodist Athletics here on the Hart Conference Network. As we resume action, Benedictine Ngashik. Benedictine sets the screen. Swings it around up top for Lewis. Lewis with May guarding. Got a mismatch down low, I think. Ngashik, Stubblefield, runs across the floor. Reeves goes up for the block. Nothing doing, though. He passes out to Lewis. Nothing on the 3, and Reeves comes away with the rebound. CMU leading 38-31. 15-10 remaining here. Everett Stubblefield. Morris. Over to Reeves. Reeves back to Morris. Morris drives, and they play catch. Reeves over to Stubblefield. Stubblefield, another long 3, and he got it. Are you kidding me? Everett Stubblefield, 9 points, all 3 from long range. He is something else. And lead balloons to 10. 41-31, Central Methodist. Nothing doing on the layup from Adise. Central comes away with the rebound. We'll go the other way. Reeves over to Jordan. Jordan to Reeves. Morris. Drives, Stubblefield. Over to May. May drives. Back to Stubblefield. May. Stubblefield. He thought about it. He probably would make it if he'd shot it. And I think they're going to get a jump ball there. They do. Almost walked it, but he got lucky on he got bailed out on a jump ball. Bronikowski's going to check in for CMU. He replaces Isaiah May. And then Preston Reynolds comes in for Benedictine. He's going to replace, I believe that's Lewis over there on the bench. No, that is Joel Adise. Stubblefield was looking for Bronikowski, but ended up going right to Ungashik there, who then takes it over to Reynolds. Timmy. Ungashik. Reynolds. Reynolds with it still. Tried to drive in. Errant pass, though, and Timmy tried to save it out of bounds, but that'll be a turnover, and that'll go over to CMU. 41-31 with 13:48 here remaining in half number 2. Stubblefield. Reeves. Jordan. Morris looking for Reeves. With Belt guarding him down low. And Reeves just lost the ball. He took a dribble, and then I think Reynolds was there and just poked it out and said, I'll take that. And left everyone a little bit confused. Benedictine gets the steal. Ungashik. Over to Timmy. Timmy up to Reynolds. Reynolds back to Timmy. Timmy with the long 3. Off the rim and no good, and Reeves is going to get the rebound. Dishes it out to James Jordan, who's looking for a quick play. Nothing doing, though. Good defense by Benedictine. We'll see if they can set it up. Jordan. You could hear the official. He said no shot. 20 on the shot clock. So, I like this official. He's a pretty good guy. I enjoy him at the scorer's table. Stubblefield. Over to Reeves. Jaquan Morris from 3. We'll see if he's got it. Negative end. Lewis with the rebound. Lewis. Thought about driving, but there was about 3 Eagles down in the lane, so it probably wouldn't have been a good idea. He thinks better. Timmy. Over to Belt. Rims in and out. All right. I think Brodikowski had a hand on it, but then it got tipped out of bounds. Now to stay with Benedictine. And Coach Sherman is going to emphasize 2 hands on the ball when you go and grab that rebound. Adise turns. He's going to replace Preston Reynolds. And I think we're going to have one more sub. We do. Jake Thompson's going to enter, and he replaces number 21, Braden Belt. And I'm just going to have another horn and another check-in. This time for CMU, Trent Lyles. He's going to replace number 20, Jaquan Morris. And balanced scoring attack looking up on the board here. Keenan Reeves with 14 points. Stubblefield with 9. And James Jordan with 8. And Timmy with 11. And Ungashik with 9. And do we have another shot clock issue? I think we did. Shot clock either did not start, or I don't know. We had a stoppage in play of some sort. It's going to be a full timeout for Benedictine College with 12:26 on the board. CMU's got a 41-31 lead here. They have done well. Opened up the second half on an 8-0 scoring run after trailing by 1 in the first half. So we're going to take a quick break. This is a full timeout. You're listening to Central Methodist Athletics here on the Hart Conference Network. All right, we are back. Benedictine going to take possession. Ungashik on the inbounds. He gives it to Lewis. Lewis and it was a kickball. I think that was by Jordan. I think they thought they were going to get away with it, but the official said, no. That's a kickball. You may not do that. And we'll inbounds again. Lewis into Ungashik. And again, we're going to have another kickball. This time Everett Stubblefield is the one to do the kicking. And again, we're going to have another inbounds, I think. And a chuckle on his face. But good defense, though. Lewis, they finally get it in. Lewis. And I think they're going to get Bronikowski on the foul. Good job by Lewis to draw that. Nope. They're going to give it to James Jordan. James Jordan, that's his first personal foul. Second team foul of the half. And Lewis goes to the line for a pair. First one is up. And rims in and out. No good. Something that is 1 of 5 from the free throw line. They haven't, now 1 of 6. They haven't made many trips there for Benedictine College. And CMU struggles as well, 6 of 11 for 54%. But you're not going to win many ball games if you're only 1 of 6 from the free throw line. And we've got a stoppage in play, and it looks like our head official is talking to our scoreboard operator, which I think is some kind of scoreboard issue. And Coach Sherman's coming over to inquire as well. And I don't know if the shot clock was wrong or what the deal was there. But anyway, they got it straightened out, which is good. It's the main thing. And Lewis on 0 for 1. We'll see if he can go 1 of 2 here. And he misses them both. So only 1 of 7 from the line for Benedictine. And it's hard to win games when you can't shoot free throws well. And that'll be something to work on for future games. Jordan, nice little move up to Reeves. Reeves thought about it, and he said, no, actually, I'm going to go in, and I'm going to get the and 1 and the 3 the old-fashioned way. Keenan Reeves with 16 points now. So foul goes on number 15, Jaden Timmy. That's his 3rd personal, 4th team foul. And like I said, Keenan Reeves said, I prefer to not shoot a long 3. I'm going to see if I can get a 3 the old-fashioned way, which is, of course, a bucket and a foul. We'll see if he can do it. He can. So 3 the old-fashioned way. The lead is now 44-31. We're going to have a few substitutions. Preston Reynolds is going to re-enter. He's going to take over for, I believe that's Timmy. And Ungashik brings it up. 11:45 left here in half number 2. CMU is looking for its 3rd straight win. Ungashik over to Reynolds. Reynolds long 3, no good. Rebound by McGrew. McGrew over to Jordan. Jordan again thought about a 3 and said, no, let me do this. Sends it back to McGrew, to Jordan, and they just play catch, and Coach Sherman calls play, and we'll see what they run. A little screen for McGrew. They're looking for Jordan. Jordan drives, and I think they're going to call foul. They do. That's going to be a foul on number 2, Ahmad Lewis. That's his 3rd foul, so a couple Ravens with 3 fouls here. And Braden Belt enters. And this is Jake Thompson. Trent Lyles over to Reeves. Reeves to Jordan. Bronikowski sets the screen. Little pick and roll. Goes to McGrew, though. Jordan for 3 with 8 seconds left on the shot clock. No good, though. Lewis comes away with the rebound, and Central's got to get back quickly because Lewis is going. Lewis over to Reynolds. Reynolds on Bronikowski. 15-footer by Braden Belt, no good, and strong rebound by Bronikowski. He gives it off to McGrew. McGrew with 3 Eagles. He just drives down the lane, and McGrew, that's his first pair of points of the evening. 46-31 CMU over Benedictine. 10:30 left here in half number 2. Lewis. Nice move by Lewis. Couldn't knock down the 2, though. Keenan Reeves, a little bit of a sloppy pass. That goes out of bounds, and that's going to stay at the end of the floor where Benedictine is residing. Lewis. Tyson Cathy up top. Braden Belt on 3, and I think he got fouled. He did. That's going to be the first foul of the evening on number 4, Jade McGrew, and Coach Sherman is not going to like giving up a foul on a 3. And Braden Belt's going to get a chance at 3 points. First of 3 is up, and got it. Second one is up. Got it. It's 2 for 2. See if he can complete the 3-point play. Sends it up. And got it. So with that, cut the CMU lead to 46-34 here. Just a little over 10 minutes remaining. McGrew over to Bronikowski. Bronikowski to McGrew. McGrew with the screen from Bronikowski. Back to Bronikowski. Bronikowski, good move, wide open, goes down the lane with no one guarding him, and Bronikowski's got his first set of points of the evening. Good drive and fake by the sophomore. Belt. McGrew guarding. Thompson, quick pass over to Lewis. Lewis with the long 3. Rebound by Cathy, though. Thompson for 3. Got it. And 48-37 here for CMU. Benedictine needs a couple more stops and a couple more 3s, and they'll be right back in this game. Central's had control for much of this contest. McGrew sends it, was looking for Bronikowski. Turnover, and that's a steal from Ahmad Lewis. Lewis goes down the field. Excuse me, the floor. I'm getting into my soccer terminology. And good pass there from Lewis. He dishes that off to Preston Reynolds, and Reynolds has 4. Sorry, guys, I broadcasted soccer most of this year, so I still have some of that lingo in there, but I'll try to get it out. James Jordan. Jordan, step back 3. He gets fouled, and Lewis can't believe it. And I think he's going to shoot. He's going to shoot 3s. That's going to be the 4th personal foul on Lewis, so you have to think he's going to sit down. We are at the media timeout as we are under 9 minutes of action. So CMU's got a 48-39 lead. Benedictine's got it to single digits, but 3 straight free throws for James Jordan coming up. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You are listening to Central Methodist Athletics here on the Hart Conference Network. All right, we're back. 8:38. CMU's got a 9-point lead. James Jordan is about to go to the line to shoot 3 straight free throws as he was fouled on a long ball at the top of the key by Ahmad Lewis, which I think sent him to the bench, and it sure did. And Ungashik makes his return. Jordan, first of 3. Free throws up. Got it. James Jordan, about an 80% free throw shooter, so if there's someone you want at the line shooting free throws when it's all on the line, especially late in the game, that's the guy that you want. He's up. And that must be a broadcaster's jinx. He must have heard me up here, so. One and 2 now. We'll see if he can get the second. Jordan sends it up and got it. So 2 of 3 from the line, and CMU's lead back out to double digits. We are at 11, 50-39 lead over Benedictine. And CMU's looks like they're going to put on a little bit of a press as we get into the latter stages of this game. Ungashik. Timmy on the screen. Ungashik on Bronikowski. That's a bit of a mismatch. Timmy up for 3. Got it. 14 points for Timmy now. And the lead back down to single digits. 50-42 CMU. And Keenan Reeves is going to make his return to this game with the next dead ball. And as I say that, Reeves is going to replace Bronikowski. Good night from Reeves, 17 points and only 1 foul committed, so he's done well. And Isaiah May on the inbounds, looking for McGrew. Good defense, though, by Ungashik. Morris to Lyles. Lyles from downtown. Nothing doing. Rebound by Braden Belt, and Ungashik's going to bring it up. Ungashik over to Timmy. Reynolds. Ungashik. Isaiah May guarding. Over to Thompson. Thompson, I think they're going to get a walk, and he said yes. You can't move your pivot foot or else they're going to say that you're walking, and it'll be a turnover and we'll go the other way. And Everett Stubblefield comes in. He's going to replace McGrew. Everett Stubblefield has had another solid night. Lyles. Keenan Reeves. Stubblefield over to Morris. Morris to Stubblefield. Reynolds guarding. Trent Lyles. Screen by Reeves. Stubblefield from downtown again. Nothing doing this time, and rebound by Timmy. Ungashik over to Thompson. Lyles overplayed that a little bit, so a little bit of a shot for Benedictine. Long 3, but Reynolds rebounds, and Thompson's going to shoot a 3. Another long rebound, tipped by Benedictine, but Jaquan Morris is going to come away with it, and CMU's going to drive down the lane. And are they going to give him that? They are not. I was going to say that would have been a great and one, but they said no. It was before the shot. So he's going to still shoot a pair, though. James Jordan comes in. He replaces Trent Lyles. Eagles lead 50-42 with 6:56 remaining here. And he's up. Got it. And I just noticed, guys, that our scoreboard in our gym still says period 1. So that is incorrect, but we'll see if we can get that fixed. I don't know if you guys at home can see that, but as long as the live stream scoreboard is right, we should be good. Jaquan Morris knocks them both down. 2 of 2, our lead back to 10. 52-42 with under 7 remaining. Ungashik over to Reynolds. Reynolds. Timmy. Thompson. Thompson drives. He's double-teamed over to Reynolds in the corner. Drives baseline. I don't know who he's looking for, but James Jordan comes away with the steal, and he runs the floor. And he was looking for a foul, and the official said no, and Benedictine goes the other way, and the and one for Preston Reynolds. They count the basket. That's going to be a foul on Isaiah May, number 11. And he's got it. 52-45. Trims the lead to 7. Stubblefield over to Jordan. Up top, now to Morris. Reeves with the screen. Morris drives on Reynolds. Isaiah May. And May's going to draw a foul. It's going to be on number 23, Joel Adise. That's his first personal foul. 8th team foul of the evening. Or I should say of the second half. Isaiah May First free throw. Goes off with a 1-on-1. No good. Reynolds with the rebound. Benedictine will go the other way. So 52-45. A 3 will put this lead down to 4. Reynolds. Nice. Or excuse me. I think that was Ungashik. It was. Pardon me. Ungashik with a nice take. Lead is now down to 5 for CMU. Reeves. Slapped away by Reynolds and another turnover. And I think they're going to get Stubblefield on the foul on Ungashik, and they are. So that's going to be his second personal foul, 15 foul. And Marcus Anthony going to make his return, as is Ahmad Lewis. He's going to replace Jake Thompson, and Trent is going to replace number 11, Isaiah May. Ungashik, 11 points. No fouls yet. He's done a good job of sharing that ball, and he's got a nice little jumper there. Nothing doing, though. Stubblefield on the rebound. Over to Morris. Morris looking for a 3. Rims in and out. Rebounded by Reynolds, so we're going to go back the other way. Lewis with it now. Waits for his teammates. 52-47. Just under 5.5 minutes remaining. Lewis drives on Anthony. Good defense by Anthony, though. Sticks with him. Adise on Keenan Reeves. Good defense by Reeves. Nothing on the shot. A low-scoring game. It's been a defensive battle. Anthony. Morris. Morris with Reeves on the screen. Back to Jordan on the right side. Jordan drives, looking for the foul, and they're going to give it to him. I see it sometimes in soccer, a little bit of dramatics, but nothing wrong with that. Some Oscar-worthy performances every now and then. Timmy comes in. He's going to replace number 1, Preston Reynolds. Timmy, 14 points. Sitting on 3 fouls here. Is just under 5 minutes to play. James Jordan on the 1-on-1. Got it. 53-47. We'll have another substitution for Benedictine. That's going to be number 22, Jake Thompson. He replaces, I think that's Braden Belt. It is. Jordan. The official says 1 shot, and we say thank you very much. We appreciate that information. Jordan, second of the 1-on-1. Got it. 54-47. 4:42 remaining. Jordan's got 12. Ungashik. Ungashik with the Adise on the screen. Tipped by Anthony, saved though by Thompson. Ungashik down to Adise. Adise was looking for his teammate Morris, and he's got the dunk! A little bit of flair and power from Jaquan Morris. And that's the highlight of the day so far. 56-47 CMU. And Adise with Reeves guarding. Again, good defense by Reeves, standing up straight and not letting him draw a foul of any sort. Really good defense by CMU here these last few plays. I still am not over that dunk by Morris. That was quite impressive. Stubblefield. Letting the clock wind. We're down under 10 on the shot clock. Stubblefield. Jordan. Over to Morris. Morris from 3 in the corner. Nothing. Air ball, but rebounded by Anthony. Nothing doing, though. Got it off before the clock expired. And Jake Thompson came away with the rebound, and I think they'll get a foul on Jaquan Morris. I think that's going to be his second personal foul of the day. Of the evening, I should say. Yes, 16 foul. So. And we're going to have some substitutions for Benedictine. Brayton Belt, he's going to re-enter. Comes in for Ahmad Lewis. Ungashik over to Jordan. Nothing. Good rebound by Anthony. Stubblefield will bring it up. 56-47 CMU. Just a little over 3 minutes remaining here. And Benedictine needs some stops and needs some quick threes to get back into this game. But CMU just willing to drain a little bit of clock, looking for the shot that they want. James Jordan one-on-one. He goes up for the floater. Got it. James Jordan, 14 points. Some key buckets here late. CMU grows their lead 58-47. 2:49 here remaining. And we're going to have a timeout by CMU. That's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll give you guys some quick stats as we go along. So Keenan Reeves, 17 points, 12 rebounds. That's good for, you guessed it, a double-double. 7-9 shooting from the floor, 2 3-point baskets. James Jordan, 14 points, 4 rebounds, and assists. Jaquan Morris, the final Eagle with double figures right now, 10 points. Done most of his damage from the charity stripe, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, including that monster dunk that you guys just saw not too long ago. Stubblefield, another solid night, 3 of 6 from 3, 9 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. And then a host of Eagles with 2 points in McGrew, May, Anthony, and Bronikowski. Jaden Timmie for Benedictine. He's got a double-double with 14 points, 11 rebounds. Ungashik, 11 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Preston Reynolds, 7 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. And Braden Belt, 6 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist. So Benedictine needs some points, and they need them here in a hurry. Ungashik, Anthony guarding. Ungashik with a little step back. Over to Reynolds. Reynolds back to Ungashik. Ungashik drives. Timmie with a long 3. Good rebound by Reynolds, and I think they're going to get a push, and they do. So that's going to be his. That is on Anthony. That's his first personal foul, the 17th foul. So and got the first. Ungashik, excuse me. I don't know what game I'm watching. Reynolds at the line. He makes the second of 2. Goodness gracious. Timeout Benedictine. I think it's going to be a. Is it a 30? Is it a full? I think it's a 30. All right, we'll take a quick break. 2:29 on the clock. 58-49 CMU. So we'll be right back. This is Central Methodist Athletics here on the Hart Conference Network. All right, so back out of that 30-second timeout. I'm assuming that Coach Moody said, guys, I need you to press. I need you to get turnovers so we can get the ball back. And I think that is exactly what they're doing. I see a full-court press. Anthony at Stubblefield. James gets it into Stubblefield, and we'll see if they start trying to foul or if they're going to wait one more possession. And they got him in trouble there on the corner. But Jordan over to Morris. Overplay by Benedictine, and usually when you overplay, someone's open, and in that case, that was Jaquan Morris, and he's got the easy 2, and he's got 12 now. 60-49 with 2:13 left. Ungashik. Over to Belt. Good defense by Morris. Timmie. Keenan Reeves. He gets by Reeves, and I think they'll get a foul on Jordan, and Jordan said, really? And the official said, yes. Yes, you did. That's his second foul. 8th team foul, so I think we're shooting a 1-on-1. I'm almost positive, but I could be wrong. And Timmie at the line. Timmie 1 of 4 from the free throw line, and now 1 of 5. So again, just a little over 50% for Benedictine on from the charity striping. And he's got the second. So 60-50 with under 2 minutes remaining. Anthony. And Jordan with the screen, and they're just going to let him take that up the floor. But you have to imagine if he gets into a jam or picks up his dribble, they're going to start double teaming. Stubblefield with it. Ungashik guarding. Jordan. Lewis defending. Morris drives. Puts up a floater. Nothing doing there. And Timmy comes away with it. Reynolds. I say they need buckets real quick. Timmy from three. Nothing doing. Marcus Anthony with a strong rebound. Good job by avoiding that pressure. He had a couple guys on him that were going to get him a little flustered. They got Jordan trapped in the corner, though, and they're going to start fouling here with just a little over a minute. That's number 21, Braden Belt. That's his fourth personal foul, 10th team foul, so we're going to be shooting. We're in the double bonus now, so Jordan will be shooting a pair. First free throw is up, and in and out. And one more coming for graduate guard. Jordan sends one up and got it. And Jake Thompson, he comes in. He's going to replace Reynolds. Lead is now 11 for CMU. Ungashik, Marcus Anthony guarding. Ungashik drives. Nice by Ungashik. Just a little bit off, though, and Anthony with the rebound, and Ungashik not too happy with himself as he's got to commit a foul, and that's going to be his second personal. We're now at, we're still in the double bonus. We haven't gone anywhere. We can't go down in the double bonus. So, double bonus means 2 free throws for Marcus Anthony. Got a couple shots coming up. Marcus, a sophomore guard, 6'2", 185 out of Jefferson City. Came out of Elias High School, not too far from here. I assume he was high school classmates with Callie Henson and Crystal Bronner. Those are both all-conference performers on our volleyball team. So again, if you guys are watching, shout out to you. Marcus Anthony's got it. And 63-50 with under a minute remaining. Ungashik needs to get something going in a hurry. He slips on the floor, though. Marcus Anthony comes away with it. Keenan Reeves was looking for the dunk. It didn't quite go in the way he wanted with that commanding force, but it still went in. 2 points is 2 points. We'll take it. 65-50. Ungashik over to Timmy. Not much defense down low, and 65-52 with under 40 seconds remaining. They're going to foul Stubblefield. See who they give it to. And they're going to give it to Ahmad Lewis. We're going to have another substitution for Benedictine. That's going to be number 1, Preston Reynolds. And Ahmad Lewis leaves, and looks like his day is done. Ahmad. All right, Stubblefield looking for his 10th point of the evening. We'll see if he can get it on the one or the double bonus here. And just off the front of the rim. Stubblefield. He's going to go 1 of 2. So 66-52, and Isaiah Bay, he's going to make his way back in. Shout out to Coach Coleman Lee watching tonight's broadcast. We appreciate you tuning in. Head coach of our volleyball program. Ungashik. Jake Thompson with a long 3. Nothing doing there. Rebound by Timmy. Quick layup, and he's got it. Jordan over to May. Back to Jordan, and we'll see if they foul. And they thought, well, they finally got the foul. I thought Reynolds had him, but they said no. And we'll have one more substitution. That's going to be Benedictine number 10, Anthony Hall. Anthony, a freshman guard, 6'5", out of Parkville, Missouri. Jordan misses the first of the one-on-one. Jordan. You have jinxed him. I said he's a pretty good free throw shooter. He's missed a couple free throws, so I'm just going to not say anything else for the rest of the night. And he makes the second, so that'll do. So 67-54 is our score, just under 20 seconds remaining. And I think that's going to do it here from Puckett Fieldhouse. CMU, as Keenan Reeves lets the clock run out. And CMU is going to win its third straight ball game after having a few hiccups in early January. So a good win for Coach Sherman and his squad. I'm going to give you guys some quick stats here as we wrap things up. Let's see. First, let's do records here before I get too ahead of myself. So CMU improves to 11-9 overall, 8-6 in conference play. Benedictine drops to 11-10, 9-6 in conference play. So still a little bit of wiggle room, but you want to get on some of those winning streaks as we start getting into the beat of your schedule, and as we get into postseason action, you're going to want to make sure that you're winning some games and getting in that top 8. So some quick stats for you guys, and then we're going to call it a night. Keenan Reeves led the way, 19 points, 8 of 10 from the floor, 12 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 of those were 3, and then he obviously had that monster dunk that I keep talking about, and it's probably going to be a top 10 play that I talk about for a while if I do these again. James Jordan, 16 points, 3 of 7 from the floor, 2 of 5 from 3, 8 of 13 from 3, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and a pair of fouls. Jaquan Morris, 12 points, 4 rebounds, and he was the one that actually got the monster dunk, so excuse me, I'm giving incorrect information to you guys. I apologize. 6 of 7 from the charity stripe, and Everett Stubblefield, the reigning Hart Player of the Week, 10 points, 4 rebounds, 3 of 6 from 3. Marcus Anthony, 4 points. He was 2 of 3 from the line, and 5 rebounds and an assist there. Jaden Timmy leads the Benedictine College offense with a double-double. He secured 19 points, 13 rebounds. Sam Ungashik, 11.6 rebounds. Preston Reynolds, 9 points, 5 rebounds. Let's get into some team shooting totals for you guys. CMU finished the night shooting just 38.2% from the field, but Benedictine 37%. 7 of 28 from three for Central, and 6 of 27 from Benedictine. So a little bit of a tough shooting night for both sides. But where CMU, I think, probably won this game was at the charity stripe. Benedictine only 8 of 15, just a little over 50% from 3. CMU 18 of 28 for 64.3%. Looking at total rebounds, Benedictine just held that advantage on the glass, 39-37. Let's see what else I can give you guys here as we wrap up. Points in the paint were pretty much even, 28-26 with Benedictine taking that advantage. Let's see if there's much. Not too much else. A pretty even game for the most part, but I think Central just did its damage in those early few moments of each half, jumping out to a 5-0 lead in the first half and then scoring 8 straight points to open the second half to really take a command of this game. And I think that's what you want to see. And when you've got balanced scoring attack from Reeves, Jordan, Morris, and Stubblefield, you're going to have those good nights. And I think a combination of free throw percentage and shooting well from long range helped them out. So that's going to do it from here. CMU improves to 11-9 overall, 8-6 in conference play with a 67-54 win over Benedictine College. We're going to be right back here on Saturday for our Hall of Fame game. We're having our Hall of Fame brunch at 11 a.m. on Saturday, and then that's going to roll right into one of our favorite games of the year if you're a CMU fan. It's Missouri Valley College. We've wrestled them in the women's wrestling. We've done it on the men's side, and then we're going to just cap it off with basketball on Saturday. So if you guys are around, those games are at 2 and 4. The women will start things off at 2. Again, we appreciate all you guys for tuning in and listening. All of our coaches and players that have been texting me, giving me shout-outs. I appreciate you guys. I think Wildcat Quentin Norris is going to be back on the call for you guys Saturday. So this was me filling in. I hope you guys enjoyed this broadcast. I always enjoy doing them. So I assume I'll hear from you guys again. I might hop on a broadcast for baseball. I might hop on another one for basketball. We don't know. So, anyway, appreciate you guys as always. I'm going to get off because I got some recaps to write. But this is Rachel Moore, Assistant AD and Director of Athletic Communications. I appreciate you guys. This is Central Methodist Athletics here on the Hart Conference Network. We're going to catch y'all later.